Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year. 2023 is here. We have been talking about leading up to 2023, and here we are. So, Happy New Year. Thank the Lord that you are on the other side of 2022. I don't know what happened for you in 2022, but every opportunity that God gives us, he's doing that for a reason and for a purpose. And so, Happy New Year. And let's keep moving forward and keep glorifying him, right, in everything that we do. And so, I am very, very thankful to be with you this morning. I'm a little later than usual just because I know people are still on their holiday. And so I gave it a little bit more time this morning because I didn't think people were up and moving at 7:30, which is when we usually do. It's Monday again. But welcome to It Is Monday again. And we are going to start out this year again, just having our weekly discussion about whatever we want to be thinking about or moving forward with as we go through the week. And so I guess I get to choose the topic since I'm the person that does this, but we will meet here on Mondays to just kind of get set for our week and get set for what is ahead of us. And so I am very, very thankful for another opportunity, another Monday. So, for those that don't know me, I am Dr. Michelle. I am your transformation strategist, and I assist professional women who are stuck or unfulfilled in their life or current career to develop their plan so they can rediscover their purpose and passion so that they can realign with their values and their strengths, and so they can reset and move from where they are to where they want to be. And so today, what I want to share is my word for the year. I know some people have chosen words for the year, and my word for the year is growth. And so that is what I want to share about this morning. Because as I said, there are a lot of lessons. There are lessons in everything, right? If we're looking for those lessons. And really, you've probably heard the growth mindset and the fixed mindset, right? And the growth mindset is somebody who really believes that everything that they go through is an opportunity for growth. That they have the opportunity to based on their efforts to be able to move forward, even if it doesn't look like they want it to look in that moment. They have that growth mindset that they are going to grow beyond the current circumstance, right? But when we have that fixed mindset, we tend to have a self defeated thought process. We think that, it is what it is. Everything's black and white. We're not going to grow beyond it. We're a failure. And so we really cannot walk into this year or really anything that we're doing with that fixed mindset. We have to have a growth mindset if we're going to continue to forge ahead. And so today I want to talk about growth in terms of the GROWT and H. So the first thing is with the growth mindset is we've got to get out of our own way. And what I mean by that is there are some times where I myself have had a fixed mindset. In fact, a lot I had a fixed mindset. Didn't believe that there were things that I could accomplish or things that I could do. And so I would go through this cycle where, I do well for a while and then I kind of go back to this self defeated thinking. And I'm just thankful for some opportunities in my life that required that I moved forward, and that as I moved forward, I had some people holding me accountable. And because those people were holding me accountable, and because there was an end goal that I had that I was determined to attain, I had to have a growth mindset. And so when whatever was in my way in terms of my negative thinking or my self-defeating attitude, I had to put that out of the way. I had to get out of my way and keep moving forward. And so I'm very thankful for having to have really some requirements of me that made me move forward. But sometimes you don't have requirements. Sometimes you have to require it of yourself. And so that is what I mean. We have to get out of our own way as it relates to whatever it is we're looking towards this year. What are you looking for? What are you wanting to accomplish that maybe didn't happen last year? What did you put on the shelf or the back burner because you got afraid, or you didn't, for one reason or another, believe that it could happen for you? Keep going, get out of your way, keep going. Okay, maybe we tripped along, right? Maybe you tripped along the way. I've tripped along the way. But it's not going to happen if we don't keep going and get out of your own way. And so that is step one of growth, right? The next thing is rediscovering. And I say rediscovering you. What's in your heart? What are you passionate about? What do you love? What do you want to be doing? Do you really want to keep doing things that don't bring satisfaction in your life? I don't believe that that's what God has for you. I believe that what God has for you brings joy and brings a sense of accomplishment and brings a sense of satisfaction. And so sometimes we have to stop and rediscover that passion. We have to stop just kind of going along to get along, and we have to stop and rediscover what is it that just really excites my heart, right? What is it that I'm really passionate about doing? And when we do that, when we rediscover that, it throws us into that growth mindset because we're no longer satisfied with just doing something just to be doing it or just getting along or getting by. We want more. And so I encourage you, go through a self-discovery process and rediscover you, rediscover your passion, right? So getting out of your own way, rediscovering you. And then thirdly, owning the story that God has given you, because we all have a story, we all have a past, we all have some things that we did that we didn't like, we all have some things that we still need to grow from, we need to get over, get past, knock down, whatever the case might be, get delivered from. We all have some things. But when we own our story and we're willing to share it and use it as an opportunity to help somebody else, that's when we will be used mightily, for God's kingdom, and we will be walking in the purpose and passion we have, because nothing is for nothing. God allows everything that we go through for a stepping stone, for an opportunity for it to be used for him and his kingdom. And we do that by reaching other people. So own it, whatever it is, whatever that story is, right? It's not always easy. There's some healing a lot of times that has to happen in our stories. Like I've been divorced. Some healing had to happen from that, right? Um, I've had some abuse in my past. Some healing had to happen from that. But owning your story, right, is going to help you to grow beyond that fixed mindset and to know that there is something and someone that needs to hear your story. So, growth, right? Growing, getting out of your own way, rediscovering you, owning your story, and then counting the wins. Every win. Count the wins. It's so easy for us to see what hasn't gone right, what didn't go right, what we wish would have done, what we wish would have gone differently, but what went well. Count the wins, and it doesn't have to be some grandiose thing. Did you wake up with a different mindset? Did you have a different attitude? Did you endeavor to do something you hadn't done before? Did you take one step? Right? What's your win? Look at the wins. The enemy always wants us to look at what didn't go right. Look at the wins. We're talking about a growth mindset. We're talking about growth, right? Getting out of our own way, rediscovering who we are, who we were created to be, what we're passionate about, owning that story, whatever that story holds, because it may hold some things that aren't so great, but what did you gain from it, and how can you bless somebody else with that story? And then wins. What are the wins? Every day, think about, go back, and I read something about journaling, just about 5 minutes every night, about what the day was like, and looking at those wins, right? So look at your wins, not failure. In fact, I don't even like the word failure. I like it to mean what what is the next thing I'm going to talk about, turning your failure into learning. I like failure to mean learning opportunities. That's what I see failure as, learning opportunities, not something that didn't go right and you have to beat yourself up about it, and you're wishing it had gone different. First of all, why are you wishing it had gone differently? Because you can't go back and change it, right? So what's the next best thing? The next best thing is to take the learning from it, right? So failure, I don't like that word. I see it as learning opportunities. And I would say, with your growth mindset, have this attitude: failure is not an option, right? It's not an option. So everything that occurs, everything that you're working towards, everything that your goes your way or doesn't go your way, it's still an opportunity for learning. It's not failure, because failure is not an option. Okay. So first of all, with the growth mindset, we're talking about getting out of your own way, right? Get out of your way. Stop procrastinating, stop holding up things because you're afraid or what. Just move forward, okay? And nobody can make that decision except you. But if you make a decision to get out of your own way, I believe that then you will rediscover you. You will rediscover the things that you're passionate about, the things that you love. And as you rediscover you, you'll be willing to own your story, own what has happened in the past, own those things that didn't go quite the way you wanted them to, even those things that were out of your control. But by owning that story, you can be a blessing to somebody else. And then document those wins. Win, win, win. No failure allowed. Win, 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 right? What are the wins? What is it that you might not have done yesterday that you were willing to do today? That's a win. And it's something that's moving you forward. And then turning your failure into learning opportunities. Failure is not an option. It's not something that we fall on our sword and we lay there, right? Failure is not an option. You get up and you learn from it. We're talking about a growth mindset. And then the last thing, you've got to handle the distractions and the obstacles. What are the distractions? Do you need to set some boundaries in your life, right? Are there some areas, even some people, that you need to set some boundaries because it's a distraction? It's keeping you from your growth to your next level, to your move forward. So handle those distractions, handle those obstacles that have been in your way. And sometimes that biggest obstacle is your mindset. So do some mindset work. Get out of your own way. So we're talking about, it's all about growth today and a growth mindset. So G, getting out of your own way. R, rediscovering you and your purpose and your passion. O, owning your story and being okay with it. You have been divinely appointed to share that story with somebody so that they can see that see what's possible, right? See you and see what's possible. Win, win, win. Okay. Recognize and hang on to those wins. T, turn your failure into learning opportunities. Failure is not an option, it's a learning opportunity. If it doesn't go the way you want or the way you desired, what are you learning from it? And then H, handle your distractions. Are there some boundaries you need to set? Are there some people that maybe need to move aside so that you can move forward and you can grow, right? We're talking about a growth mindset. So that's where I'm at. That's my word for the year. And I want to help you. And so there are a couple of ways that you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me through my Calendly link, and we can set up a discovery call where we can talk about how I might be better able to walk alongside you in your journey. Okay. And so I will put that link in the comments. The other thing is that I have a um masterclass coming up called The Confidence Cure. And a lot of times we're not growing is because we struggle with our confidence. And so I would love for you to join this masterclass. It is absolutely free and it's just 1 hour on Saturday, this Saturday coming up, January 7th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you would join me for the Confidence Cure, we will talk more about how you can show up more confidently so that you can grow. It's really easy to get caught up in when things don't go well in we get kind of beat down, right? We get kind of beat down, and so our confidence wanes. But I want to talk about, let's cure that confidence. Let's reset that confidence. Let's bring that confidence back up so that you can step fully into your growth. So it's www.drmichellemasterclass.com to register for the Confidence Cure. And that's this Saturday, January 7th, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I would love to have you there so that we can talk more about this, more about how we're going to grow beyond where we are right now and using the tools that we've talked about in terms of that growth mindset so that you can step fully into what is here for you in 2023. There are some great things here for you. Let's start out the year and let's forge ahead. So I look forward to you being there at the in that masterclass on Saturday. So today has been so good to be with you again to talk about. It's all about growth. And I believe that if you would continue to press forward, you will continue to grow the way that God desires for you to grow because there have been seeds planted. And the word says that some plant, some water, but God gives the increase. I'd love to help plant and water your seeds, but God ultimately is going to give you that increase and move you out of that fixed mindset to that growth mindset. So it's been great to be with you. Happy New Year. Happy Monday. It's Monday again, and I know we're going back to work this week. And so I just encourage you to think on this growth mindset. Start using these tools, getting out of your way, rediscovering yourself, owning your story, win, tracking those wins, turning that failure into a learning opportunity, and then handling those distractions. So get on it. I'm here to assist you. Reach out to me. I cannot wait to get to work alongside you. It would be my honor. All right, Dr. Michelle here. You guys have a great day and happy New Year again. So glad to be with you. And I'll see you next Monday. Well, I'll see you Saturday for the masterclass, but I'll be here next Monday for It's Monday again. Have an amazing day.